Hello everyone, Kate here, back on the video. Today for you guys I'm going to be reading the Morocco Treaty in Peace and Friendship. It was signed and sealed by the Emperor of Morocco in June 23, 1786 and delivered to the American agent at Morocco, June 28, 1786. I'll leave a link to this down in the description below. It's a very important document. I want you guys to read it. It's very important for the stuff that we do. You can also email us at themillionsgmail.com for private consultation. And yeah, for no other ado, let me go right into it. Treaty translation. To all persons to whom these presents shall come, or being made known, whereas the United States of America, in Congress assembled by their commission, bearing date the 12th day of May, 1784, thought proper to constitute John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and Thomas Jefferson, their ministers, plenipotentiary, giving to them, or a majority of them, full powers to confer, treat, and negotiate with the ambassador, minister, or commissioner of His Majesty, the Emperor of Morocco, concerning a treaty of amity and commerce, to make and receive propositions for such treaty, and to conclude and sign the same, transmitting it to the United States in Congress assembled for their final ratification, and by one other commission bearing date the 11th day of March 1785, did further empower the said ministers, plenipotentiary or majority of them, by writing under their hands and seals, to appoint such agent in the said businesses as they might think proper, with authority under the directions and instructions of the said ministers, to commerce and prosecute the said negotiations and conferences for the said treaty, provided that the said treaty should be signed by the said ministers, and whereas we, the said John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, two of the said ministers plenipotentiary, the said Benjamin Franklin being absent, by writing under the hand and seal of the said John Adams at London, October the 5th, 1785, and one of the said Thomas Jefferson at Paris, October the 11th of the same year, did not appoint Thomas Barclay, agent in the business foresaid, giving him the powers were therein, which by the said second commission we were authorized to give, and the said Thomas Barclay, in pursuance thereof, hath arranged articles for a treaty of amity and commerce between the United States of America and His Majesty the Emperor of Morocco, which articles, written in the Arabic language, confirmed by His Majesty the Emperor of Morocco and sealed with his royal seal, being translated into the language of the said United States of America, together with the additions thereof annexed, are with the following words, to wit: in the name of Almighty God, this is a treaty of peace and friendship established between us and the United States of America, which is confirmed, and which we have ordered to be written in this book and sealed for our royal seal at our court of Morocco on the 25th day of the blessed month of Shaban, in the year 1200, trusting in God it will remain permanent. We declare that both parties have agreed that this treaty, consisting of 25 articles, shall be inserted in this book and delivered to the Honorable Thomas Barclay, the agent of the United States, now at our court, which whose approbation it has made, and to who is duly authorized on their part to treat with us concerning all the matters contained therein. If either of the parties shall be at war with any nation, however, the other party shall not take commission from the enemy, nor fight under their fair colors. If either party shall be at war with any nation whatever, and take a prize belonging to that nation, and there shall be found on board subjects or effects belonging to either of the parties, the subjects shall be set at liberty and the effects returned to the owners. And if any goods belonging to any nation with whom either of the parties shall be at war shall be loaded on vessels belonging to the other party, they shall pass free, unmolested, without any attempt being made to take or detain them. I forgot to number these off. 4. We're at 4 now. A signal or pass shall be given to all vessels belonging to both parties, by which they are to be known when they meet at sea. And if the commander of a ship of war or either party shall have other ships under his convoy, the declaration of the commander shall alone be sufficient to exempt any of them from examination. 5. If either party shall be at war and shall meet a vessel at sea belonging to the other, it is agreed that if an examination is to be made, it shall be done by sending a boat with 2 or 3 men only, and if any gun shall be fired and injury done without reason, the offending party shall make good all damages. 6. If any more shall bring citizens of the United States or their effects to His Majesty, the citizens shall immediately be set at liberty and the effects restored. And in any matter, if any more not a subject to these dominions shall make prize of any of the citizens of America or their effects and bring them into any of the ports of His Majesty, they shall be immediately released, as they will then be considered under His Majesty's protection. 7. If any vessel of either party shall be put onto a port of the other and have occasion for provisions and other supplies, they shall be furnished without any interruption or molestation. 8. If any vessel of the United States shall meet with a disaster at sea, and put unto one of our ports to repair, she shall be at liberty to land and reload her cargo, without paying any duty whatsoever. 9. If any vessel of the United States shall be cast on shore on any part of our coast, she shall remain at the disposition of the owners, and no one shall attempt going near her without their approbation, as she is then considered particularly under our protection. And if any vessel of the United States shall be forced to put unto our ports by stress of weather or otherwise, she shall not be compelled to land her cargo, but shall remain in tranquility until the commander shall think proper to proceed on its voyage. If any 10, this is number 10. If any vessel of either of the parties shall have an engagement with a vessel belonging to any of the Christian powers within gunshot of the forts of the other, the vessel so engaged shall be defended and protected as much as possible until she is in safety. And if any American vessel shall be cast on shore on the coast of Wadun or any coast thereabout, the people belonging to her shall be protected and assisted until by the help of God they shall be sent to the country. 11. If we shall be at war with any Christian power, and any of our vessels sail from the ports of the United States, no vessel belonging to the enemy shall follow until 24 hours of the departure of our vessels, and the same regulation shall be observed towards the American vessels sailing from our ports, be there an enemies Moors or Christians. Number 12. If any ship of war belonging to the United States shall put onto any of our ports, she shall not be examined or on any pretense whatsoever, even though she should have fugitive slaves on board, nor shall the governor or commander of the place compel them to be brought on shore on any pretext, nor require any payment from them. Number 13. If a ship of war of either party shall put unto a port of the other and salute, it shall be returned from the fort with an equal number of guns, not with more or less. 14. The commerce with the United States shall be on the same footing as the commerce with Spain, or as that with the most favored nation for the time being, and the citizens shall be respected and esteemed, and have full liberty to pass and repass our country and seaports wherever they please, without interruption. Number 15. Merchants of both countries shall employ only such interpreters and such other persons to assist them in their businesses as they shall think proper. No commander of a vessel shall transport his cargo on board another vessel. He shall not be detained in port longer than he may think proper. And all persons employed in loading or unloading goods, or in any other labor whatsoever, shall be paid at the customary rates, not more and not less. Number 16. In case of a war between the parties, the prisoners are not to be made slaves, but to be exchanged for one another, captain for captain, officer for officer, and one private man for another. And if there shall prove a deficiency on either side, it shall be made up by the payment of 100 Mexican dollars for each person wanting. And it is agreed that all prisoners shall be exchanged in 12 months from the time of their being taken, and that this exchange may be effected by a merchant or any other person authorized by either of the parties. Number 17. Merchants shall not be compelled to buy or sell any kind of goods but such as they shall think proper, and may buy and sell all sorts of merchandise, but such are prohibited to the other Christian nations. Number 18. All goods shall be weighed and examined before they are sent on board, and to avoid all detention of vessels. No examination shall afterwards be made unless it shall first be proved that contraband goods have been sent on board, in which case the persons who took the contraband goods on board shall be punished according to the usage and custom of the country, and no other person wherever shall be injured, nor shall the ship or cargo incur in any penalty or damage whatsoever. Number 19. No vessel shall be detained in port on any pretense whatsoever, nor be obliged to take on board any article without the consent of the commander, who shall be at full liberty to agree for the freight of any goods he takes on board. Number 20. If any of the citizens of the United States, or any persons under their protection, shall have any disputes with each other, the consul shall decide between the parties, and wherever the consul shall require any aid or assistance from our government to enforce his decisions, it shall be immediately granted to him. Number 21. If a citizen of the United States should kill or wound a Moor, or on the contrary, if a Moor shall kill or wound a citizen of the United States, the law of the country shall take place, and equal justice shall be rendered, the consul assisting the trial. And if any delinquent shall make his escape, the consul shall not be answerable for him in any manner whatsoever. Number 22. If an American citizen shall die in our country, and no will shall appear, the consul shall take possession of his effects, and if there shall be no consul, the effects shall be deposited in the hands of some person worthy of trust, until the party shall appear who has a right to demand them. But if the heir to the person deceased to be present, the property shall be delivered to him without interruption. And if a will shall appear, the property shall descend agreeable to that will, and soon the consul shall declare the validity thereof. Number 23. The consuls of the United States of America shall reside in any seaport of our dominions, that they shall think proper, and they shall be respected and enjoy all the privileges of which the consuls of any other nation enjoy. And if any citizen of the United States shall contract any debts or encouragements, the consul shall not be in any manner accountable for them, unless he shall given a promise in writing for the payment or fulfilling thereof, without which promise in writing no application for him for any redress shall be made. Number 24, and the last I'm going to do for this part. If any differences shall rise by either party infringing on any of the articles of this treaty, peace and harmony shall remain notwithstanding in the fullest force, until a friendly application shall be made for an arrangement. And until that application shall be rejected, no appeal shall be made to arms. And if a war shall break out between the parties, 9 months shall be granted to all the subjects of both parties, to dispose of their effects and retire with their property. And it is further declared that whatever indulgences in trade or otherwise, shall be granted to any of the Christian powers. The citizens of the United States shall be equally entitled to them. Alright guys, I'm ending it off here. I'll make a part 2 to this because this is almost finished. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll leave a link down to this down in the description below, along with our email. You can pay for PayPal, and also you can email us for private consultation at themullings@gmail.com. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.